Yo, 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 what's the deal? For whatever reason, my goddamn hat and all that shit is acting up on me. It is what it is, though. Let me get this shared out. Pop that top on the chat. Then slide over here to Facebook and let me get that going. Okay. Okay, we're looking good there. All right. Let me share this out real fast. Man, I think we missed two, even on the lanes on the bats, man. So man, it was we had some spots going. Mm, mm. We had some spots going. Where were we at? Okay, 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 okay. Almost ready. Almost ready. 1 second. This last little share out. It's a matter of time before we go ahead and get your ass link. So somewhere, evidently, I didn't share it in there. Damn, I'm tripping, right? Yes, I did not. Delete this. Share it in there one more time. What's it, the 28th? Okay, we in there now. We in there now. Okay. Damn, that's a long time I took to do that today. I ain't never supposed to do that shit that long like that. That was crazy. But it is what it is, man. Missed on some spots yesterday, hit on some spots yesterday. Bats did very well. I think I missed two bats. Adley Rushman, home run that motherfucker. Soler. Now I didn't bet on Soler. I told y'all guys I lost so much money, but I didn't bet a home run, but I put him in my hits, runs, and RBIs parlay. I think the only two people that didn't get there was Acuna and Carter. But you got the straight bet, man. You got the straight bet. It's gonna get it's about to get lit, man. It's already lit. So that's something we ain't even got to worry about. So we definitely got it cracking yesterday. Now I hate I didn't go with the trifecta, the money line, the outs, and the strikeouts for the pitcher, St. Louis pitcher. I keep forget his name. I hate I didn't go to that. I hit a couple outs bets, missed a couple outs bets, but I took St. Louis on the money line. I just really backed the pitching. It was an okay day, but you got a straight bet. That's major key, right? So let's jump right into what we need to do, right? So I can get up out of here. Um, hmm, 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 um, let's try to see what I got here. 1 second. I need to get another. I need to get another tab out. Let's see. One more tab out. Let's see. I will get a tab out like this. And then I got something right there. I'll show you guys that. But let me just clear this out real quick. Back to bet slip. Clear this out. Give you guys what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about, and how I'm getting there. And just we can roll with it from there, right? Um, First game on the docket here, Oakland Athletics and Baltimore Orioles. Got over under 8.5 in this spot. I didn't really go to a lot here. Couldn't really nail things down like I do most of the time. I would lean towards Baltimore in the spot. Um, didn't really pull the trigger yet. I might end up putting them in the parlay, but nothing specific standing out to me in this spot here. I was looking at some Blackburn numbers. It's a possibility that he could be on the decline here. So I'll lean towards Baltimore. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. Not a definite bet yet, but it is what it is. Cleveland Guardians at Atlanta Braves. We got over under 9 in this spot. And right here, um, Elder. This I think he's making his second or third start here, right? So I'm gonna have interest in I got interest in Elder's outs. His outs prop is coming out at probably about snap. Let me see. His Elder's outs prop is coming out at hmm. So we don't have his outs out right here, right? We don't have his outs out right here, right now. At the end of the day, though, this going to the strikeout prop here, percentages. Right now, ATL they are 21.7% right now. They're 127 WRC plus. That's on the year versus right hand pitching, right? Lately, let's see what they've been doing the last 14 days, right? Because I've been seeing them striking out a lot lately, right? So Atlanta, they are where are they? ATL, Shouty, all that. Now I know they right in my face and I just can't see them. Okay, they moved up, right? 13, they 23%, right? The last 14 days. Now, the last 7 days, right? I think this is where they've been striking out the most, okay? They went from 13, okay, they back down. Let's see. No, they might be up. Okay, they went from 13 to 8th, right? At 24.7% K rate. So they've been striking out a little bit lately, right? So that's something that you need to keep in mind because Lively, his K prop is sitting at 3.5, right? So it's just something that I would lean towards, right? I would lean towards the over for him. Even though I expect him to get his ass lit up today, I still lean towards the over K's for him. I might not get there, but I'm just don't I'm just saying don't kill the messenger, right? Bats, right? So let's take a look at let's take a look at okay, so who they having on the mound here? Lively, right? So let me show you how I get to it, how I get to a few of these bats here. All right, so I picked out two. Now that's the Braves. Now it's the Braves. Like, you could just about line them up, right? But I'll take a look at so two bats popped for me. We'll take a look at Ben Lively, right? Hard hit percentage and things like that was up. I can show you guys that real quick. Um, so his hard hit percentage, that's something right there, right? K percentage is up, whatever, yada yada yada. But this is the Braves, and I expect them to give up runs here, right? So, um, versus righties there this season, he's sitting up there. Um, he's tossing out that as of right now, still early, but he's tossing out that sinker. Uh, hmm, that sinker, that four seamer, and that sweeper. Hmm. I was looking at let's see. Um, let's take a look at Olsen, man. He's the one that popped the hardest for me, right? So I might have to take him for a home run today, or at least four total bases, right? Hmm. Okay, so you know what? Why are they showing me this like this? Hmm. How about we just go to probable pictures, go back to this game? My fault, y'all. My fault. Matt Olson, because I'm typing his fucking name in wrong. I'm typing in Greg Olson, not the fucking tight end. I just got my sports all fucked up, right? But he wasn't really the one that he popped the hardest, but the other guy's the one who I'm really looking at. But Ben and Matt Olson he's not super on one like he's been, but to like he's been on one. But right now, let's see what he's been doing. Um, so versus lefties, yeah, he's putting out that has not a big sample size. Mostly he's pushing out that four seamer, right? And he's getting it smacked up. You know what I'm saying? So uh, we can look at Olsen versus that four seamer. Um, he's pretty good, but the expected numbers are through the roof, and that's what I'm definitely banking on right there, right? So his expected batting average is 310, 635 slugging with 66 hard hit, right? And then I just showed you, Ben Lively, his hard hit percentage was up there at about 51, right? So, it is what it is, right? Um, Michael Harris is the guy that I like, though. Uh, he's the guy that I like, right? Only thing, let me see. I just didn't check his pitch mix versus this pitcher, and we'll check this right now. Ben Lively versus a lefty. He okay. So right now you got Ben Lively. Um, well, you have Michael Harris right here, and Michael Harris is going through a thing right now, right? So he's Lively is throwing out that four seamer, that sweeper, that sinker, that changeup, and that curveball, right? So we'll look at the top three right here: that four seamer, sweeper, and sinker, right? Michael Harris for that four seamer, um, 333 batting average. That sinker, 267 expected, 272. That what was that sweeper? That sweeper. These are very small sample sizes, and you can look at some of these sample sizes from last year. Like that sweeper from last year, he was batting, small sample size from last year, but he was hitting that motherfucker at 389 with 1,000 slugging. But whenever he see that sleeper, he lays that motherfucker out, right? Got him at 667 batting average, but it's only a couple plate appearances. What else? The sinker, Michael Harris with that sinker, 267. What else? Ben Lively is throwing out that changeup. Michael Harris with that changeup. 389, right? So, he's the one who I really, really like. I got him and Olsen. So at the end of the day, I got him and Olsen set up. But if I had to take one, if he's in the lineup, it would be Michael Harris, man. As you can see, all these pitches batting averages right now. It's just, but the expecteds, they up there as well. 354, 198 for that slider, but the 400 for that changeup, 272 for that sinker, and 392 for that fastball. For that curveball. So all his expected numbers are up. That's what I like. I like bats for this game. I like bats on both sides. I expect them to push runs up, so it's probably going to be a lean, right? A lean towards the over situation right here. The Dodgers, right? So I don't even have to tell you nothing about the Dodgers. Same thing I didn't have to tell you about the Braves. I just didn't go into detail with the Dodgers. All I'm gonna do with these Dodgers here is just show you this, right? We're going up to WRC plus versus right-hand pitching. Dodgers, number one, right? Number one in WRC plus versus right-hand pitching. Just take who you want to take, right? Be who you want to be. Do who you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. You know what I'm saying? So just get down like that. Just go ahead and get down. Go ahead and get down how you want to get down. Next game we could talk about is going to be the Washington Nationals at Miami Marlins, right? So we got an over under 8.5 in this spot. If I had to take a side in this one, it would be Washington, and it would just be because I'm taking the value, right? But at the end of the day, I'm looking at bats here. I'll give you one bat that I was really, really looking at here, and it was going to be who was this? Ben Lively. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back one more. Let's go down here. Let's go down one more. So FanDuel don't have this lined up. So one bat. It would be one bat, right? It would be I thought I had two, but I'll just look at one for right now. I'm looking at take this Ryan Weathers, and I will pull up Ryan Weathers, and I will pull up let me see, go to probable pitchers. Because I ain't doing this right. I gotta have this lined up right. Next time I'll have this lined up. Riley Adams, right? So, Riley Adams, and Ryan Weathers. Ryan Weathers is a lefty. Let's check out the pitch mix and see what he's throwing versus these righties, right? That four-seamer, he's throwing at 44% of the time. The two big pitches he's throwing right now is that four-seamer and that changeup, 44 and 32% of the time, then followed by 17% that sweeper. So the four-seamer, that changeup, and that sweeper, that four-seamer, he's already getting that four-seamer. He's getting that motherfucker lit up, right? So 384 batting average, expected batting average, 478 batting average on that motherfucker right now with a 384 expected, just terrible. 610 slugging on that motherfucker, just, So I'll leave this right here, and I'll slide over here to Riley, and let's see what he's doing. versus left-hand pitching here in his pitch mix. So what we're looking at here, what is he throwing out again? He's the four-seamer changeup and sweeper for right now. That four-seamer, he's got a 3.33. He's got 3.13 batting average on that four-seamer with an 8.13 slugging. If he get a hold to that four-seamer, you could kiss that motherfucker goodbye. I'm trying to tell you that. Expected 387 batting average on that motherfucker. Yeah, you could definitely kiss that motherfucker goodbye. And that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? So if he can catch it, he can catch it, right? What about the next pitch? The changeup and the sweeper? I don't know about them two. The changeup, 286 batting average right now, and the sweeper, he ain't even really seen that sweeper. But when he did see it, he probably knocked the shit out of it, right? With that 1,000 batting average. But, it is what it is, right? So I'm looking at Rowley, you know what I'm saying? Not one of my favorite bats, but, I'm looking at him, I'm looking at him. But at the end of the day, like I said, if I was had to take a side in this game here, it would be Washington probably. Yep, it would probably be Washington. St. Louis Cardinals and New York Mets. We got Lance Lynn on the mound. We got Quintana on the mound. We got an over under 8 in this spot, and not one of my favorite spots here. But I had two bats. I got two bats that I was looking at here. And it was going to be anytime we get a lefty on the mound, you already know it's gonna sound like a broken record. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but it's going to be Contreras, right? So we can look at Contreras, and we can look at Quintana, right? Let's see what they're doing. Let's see how he doing it. All right. Towards righties, right? Let's see. Show you guys a little bit of the process so I got a little bit of time here, right? Contreras, right? That's what I said I liked. Contreras. Let's go Contreras, right? Wilson Contreras, that is. Versus lefties. I always target him versus lefties. Let's see. What pitches are Quintana is putting out there? The sinker, four-seamer, curveball. And changeup, huh? I should have checked this morning. But this is the first look right here. So the fastball, he strikes out on that pitch. The sinker, he's throwing a sinker, right? The sinker, that's the one he throws the most, followed by the fastball. So the sinker, that's the one he throws the most. The sinker for Contreras, he's hitting it, right? 444 batting average, 833 slugging, right? So it did his numbers, his batting average is pretty much the same. And then, his slugging is a little bit more higher, expected slugging. You can match it up some of his numbers from last year. You know what I'm saying? What was that? The sinker. Last year he batted 300 versus that sinker last year. So, he's carrying it on over. The curveball, is Quintana throwing that curveball? Yes, he is, right? He's throwing that curveball, and that's at 23% of the time. So, these are his major pitches, his 4 pitches, that sinker, four-seamer, curveball, and changeup. And these are the 4 pitches that, I think those are the 4 pitches that he hits. Yep. Full seam, sinker, curveball, changeup. So the changeup, he's batting, it's only a small sample size. He's batting, his expected numbers ain't that good against that changeup. But he's been hitting it, right? Small sample size, but if he run across that curveball or that sinker, it's a good chance that he might put that motherfucker in the Raptors, right? And then on the flip side, I'm looking at Nemo, right? Nemo, um, that's another bat that I like here. Just going through the motions, just trying to show y'all how I look at it and how I try to definitely, you know what I'm saying, get a match, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to get a match, try to find the best match. Lance Lynn. Remember last year, Lance Lynn was pitching terrible versus these lefties. He's doing a little bit better this year, but tracking the lefties, his pitch mix versus the lefties here, four seamer, cutter, sinker, changeup, slider. As of right now, he's pitching at four seamer pretty good. That's the highest. You know, he's really throwing that right. 78 pitches to left hand batters. The cutter, 69 pitches. Those is top two pitches right there. You can look at Nemo versus Lance Lynn in that pitch mix. Match it up and see what we got, right? So Nemo is that cutter. What was he doing against that cutter last year? I had to see. 211 with a 239 expected. Small sample size right now. Can't take too much into it, but they say he's going at 571 batting average, but you know, small sample size. Don't really too much like all these numbers for him, but he did pop at the top of the model, and I had to go on here just to look and see, you know, what he looked like, right? He's been, you know, he's a good hitter, so you know, at the end of the day, he's definitely can go out there and hit him. So those are two bets that I'm looking at there. Kansas City Royals. This game here, Walker on the mound, Scuba on the mound. I got both of these guys penciled in for outs. Couldn't talk you off anything for these guys here. I could lean towards the under in this spot. One thing about Scuba I was looking at, he hasn't pitched against he hasn't pitched against a lot of high profile teams. You know what I'm saying? So kind of skeptical of backing him in this spot, but like I said, taking a look at him, you get a discount on the strikeouts. As of right now, on the season, he's hit this number 4 of his last 5 games. So you'll get a discount on his strikeouts. And then the out prop for him is sitting at 17.5. He's hit that number in 4 of his last 5 games. So I like them both. I'm just skeptical about getting to them, man. Michael Walker, on the flip side, he's been pitching the ball pretty well as well. Looking at his outs, you'll get his outs at 16.5. He's the one that's I feel a little bit more comfortable with going with, but anything can happen. I like both of them, tell you the truth. We'll see what's going to happen. He's hit this outs line in 3 of his last 5 games. I don't see why he can't hit that outline versus Detroit. Strikeouts for Walker, some I don't go to. He hit this number twice this year. Some I don't go to. If you want to tease it down to 4, he'll be 100% to that number if you tease it down to 4. I lean towards the under for this whole game, right? Whole game lean towards the under, and it's definitely a no runs first inning candidate. This Tampa Bay Rays and Chicago White Sox game. We got an over under 8.5 in this spot. It's gonna be a same game. I mean, it's gonna be a no run first inning candidate game for me right here as well. I'm gonna just keep it moving. I can easily see instances where both of these pitchers hit their outs prop. So I could see that happening. New York Yankees at Milwaukee at the Milwaukee Brewers got an over under 8.5 in this spot. Milwaukee, Stroman. I want to take Stroman out, but I can't right now. I just don't want to mess with it right now for the simple fact that when you're looking at WRC Plus, Milwaukee, they're 4th in WRC Plus. They have been hitting pitching, hitting right-hand pitching. I just don't want to step in front of that train right now. But who I do like, I like Soto. So you give me a Soto for a hit, all the way up to a home run and or a walk. You can look at his hits, runs, and RBIs as well. Soto has been on one, right? So you could definitely take a look at Soto. Let's see. Um, so like I said, you can take a look at Soto, and it's in any way you want to look at him, like hits, right? He's got a hit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight, um, and 8 of 10. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Um, he's 5 of 10 to this number. He's been hitting home runs as of late as well. 4 of his last 10 games. Uh, his walks, definitely look at his walks. He's got a walk in 6 of 10. His line sitting a parlay piece for a half for minus 175, and you could also look at his damn. What was I looking for? Oh, that's it. Shit, that's it. Yeah. So Soto, this boy live on base. You know what I'm saying? You could look at a run for him too. He live on base. He's got a run in 7 of his last 10 games. So it's a lot of different scenarios that you can back these batters, these players, these pitchers, whatever the case may be. It's a lot of different ways that you can back them. Just gotta be smart when you figuring things out. So they have that, right? Next game here was going to be ooh man, Cincinnati Reds at Texas Rangers. Now we got an over under 9 in this spot. You see, I told you, Seagas, it was due. His ass went for a home run yesterday. Put him in our player pool, didn't play him. It is what it was. Showed you guys, it is what it was. Abbott, Texas, Dane Dunning. I can't really. I'll tell you this, right? It was the lefties that popped for me for Cincinnati. I ranked them in order. Would be Benson. Damn. It was Benson, Fraley, and it was one more lefty, man. Fuck, I have to go back and see. I still don't know if I'm gonna get to him though. I still don't know if I'm gonna get to him, but let me see. It was 3 left-hand bats. It was I think it was Martini. It was Benson, number 1, Martini, surprisingly number 2. Then there was then it was then it was Jake Fraley. I still don't know if I'm gonna get to him. I just they getting over the hump though. I like to target this Cincinnati team when they at home in a small ass ballpark, but at the end of the day, they hitting. They hitting. I ain't gonna lie, they hitting. But they at the end and on top of that though, they will strike out. You know what I'm saying? So they number 3 in strikeout percentage versus right hand pitching. 86 WRC plus. Um, you can look at Dane Dunning, right? Hard hit percentage, all that shit is up. But K percentage around 25% though, man. K percentage around 25%, and his strikeout prop is sitting kind of high. Now I like the spot for him. I just don't know if I'm gonna get to the strikeout prop. I like the spot for him. He's got seven strikeouts in 3 of his last 5 games. If you want to take a look at his outs, you can take a look at his outs. Yeah, I play DFS. Ryan Playback. Can I help you out on 2 pitchers to take today? You must be playing DraftKings. 2 pitchers. Who you got in mind? I got a couple pitchers in mind. I just don't know the prices and the prices and stuff. But you need a high end and a low end. I'll take a look in a few. Let me get through with this slate. So it's a lot of different ways that you can back Dane Dunning. Dane Dunning has been giving up runs. He's given up a home run in every game, and in every game at least 1 home run. But the strikeouts can be there for him. And like I said, Like I just showed you guys, these guys, they are number 3 in strikeouts, right? Cincinnati. And with an 86 WRC plus, you could even take a look at this outs, right? I don't know where his outs stat sitting at, but let's take a look, right? His outs sitting at 16 and a half. That's not 6 innings. That's one. That's 5 and 2/3, right? Get in the 6th inning and give us 2 outs in the 6th inning, and you can take that. It is what it is. I'll put that up there for a lean, But and then so his strikeouts are definitely in play. You know what I'm saying? He does have 7K upside. He gave Seattle 7Ks. He gave the Astros 7Ks, and he gave Tampa Bay 7Ks. The outs line, he hit that outline 2 times his first 2 games. Since then, he ain't hit that outline yet. But things can happen. Which one you think he gonna get first? His Ks, his outs, or neither? You know what I'm saying? All that, in a bag of chips, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? And then on the other side, I just can't. I'm just not, right? I'm not fucking with Abbott right now. It's hard for me, too hard for me to tell when these Rangers gonna wake the fuck up, right? So, uh, Seager hit that bomb yesterday, and you never know when these motherfuckers gonna wake up. I'll lean towards the over K's for Dunning, but it is what it is, and that's probably gonna be a straight bet. Always get your straight bets, man. Always. Pittsburgh Pirates at San Francisco Giants here. Oh, Don, I don't know what Jones strikeout. I mean, what his price is, but he'll be a good guy to put in your strikeout props. So I'm looking at Pittsburgh. I'm looking at Jones here. I'm gonna take the over, man. I'm gonna take the over. I don't care if I get hit upside the head. Not betting a lot, but I'm definitely playing the straight. So give me the over K's for Jones right here, right? Let me see where we at. I think he's got 7 Ks in each and every last one of his games. And you can also look at his outs. You can take either one, right? So right now he's got a 50% hard hit rate, but the K rate sitting up at 34.5. Walk rate is down. He's getting rid of motherfuckers, man. He's getting rid of motherfuckers. So I like it. So I'll just keep on riding the wave. You know what I'm saying? It's a long season. Got to straight bet it, and then you got to get it on. His name is Jerry Jones. I go over the pictures too at the end. I go over the pictures at the end too. But yeah. So taking a look at we can take a look at his game log. You can take a look at his game log. He's got 7 Ks in each and every last one of his games. 10 Ks versus the Marlins. 7 versus Baltimore. 8 versus Philly. 7 versus the Mets. That motherfucker's striking motherfuckers out. And his outs line is sitting at let's see. I know I got his out set to the side here. 16 and a half. That's not even six. That's not even 6 outs. 6 innings. That's right. Who's that? Anthony. What's up, Anthony? Anthony said I got Tampa money line. 1.5. 1.5 Astros, Dodgers money line, and Baltimore money line. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Anthony, man. Shout out to Anthony. I'm fine, man. I'm fine. How about yourself, man? Almost done getting through this slate real quick. So I like his strikeouts, I like his outs, and then, like I said, I always tell you guys, straights are major key. But when you just got you a trifecta or some shit, appreciate it, Ant. Appreciate it, Anthony. When you got you a trifecta, jump on it, man. what do you call that? ESPN bet let you get jiggy. They let you get jiggy, bro. Like they let you get jiggy. They let you they let you like for a spot like this. Let's say you wanted to take let's say you wanted to take let's go to Parlay Plus. Let's say you wanted to take the outs and all that shit, and let's see. This is the only book that lets you do this. Jones strikeouts at plus 100 at 6.5. You could even tease it down to 5.5 if you want to. You can come down here and take the outs. It's outs at 16.5. Boom. You can take the money line or the run line or whichever one. It just if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You could mix them up. That's a trifecta right there. You know what I'm saying? Or you could take the run line if you wanted to. All types of shit. It is what it is, right? So ESPN bet lets you do that. You know what I'm saying? ESPN bet lets you do that. Caesars almost let you do that, but ESPN bet let you throw down. All right. Now, I like all those bets straight. Okay. Let me move this here. That's where I'm at with that. Next game was going to be the okay. I don't even have to talk about this game. Ain't no talk. I don't have to talk about this game. I don't have to talk about this game. Minnesota Twins and Los Angeles Angels. Another game. No runs first inning candidate game. And both of these guys in line for strikeouts, right? You could probably end up laddering both of these motherfuckers up. They should have a strikeout fest in this one, straight up. So I like both of their outs. Both of their outs at 17.5. I don't give a fuck if they parlay pieces or whatever. I like both of their outs. On ESPN Bet, you can parlay both of their outs at 17.5. You can parlay them up both in the same game, both pitchers if you want to. You can alter their Ks if you want to. It just is what it is, right? These guys' strikeouts are sitting at what? Now Minnesota been hitting a little bit lately too, but keep that in mind. So here's the thing, right? Pablo Lopez, we're gonna get 8 Ks for him at plus 122. Then we're gonna give Detmer's Ks at 5.5. Detmer's is more like the more value option, right? But that 7.5 is good value too. What is 6.5? 7 strikeouts minus 174. That's decent value though. At 7, it's decent price. But a guy like Detmer's, if you could get him to give you 7 or 8 Ks, shit, 8 Ks for him at plus 340. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch some value on that, right? Let's see. Let me see something. Strikeouts. Let's go to the Angels game. Okay, so Dedmon's, for instance, last 5. So he didn't get there versus Baltimore or Tampa Bay, but prior to that, he got there. He hit Baltimore. He got Baltimore the first time they got back at him. Baltimore back to back. He gave them 12 Ks, 7-7, right? So he got 2 duplicate games so far. So it is what it is, right? His outs line, he's hit his outs line in 3 of his 5 games. So that's where I'm at with that. Taking a look at what they've been doing here, right hand versus right hand pitching. Minnesota. Wait a minute. Wait. Detmers is I'm sorry. Detmers is a lefty though, right? Yeah, Detmers is a lefty, and Pablo is a righty. So I have to decipher that. So versus right hand pitching, the Angels at 24.5% K rate. Now I know he got to dance around Mike Trout. Other than that, after that, he should be able to mow some of these motherfuckers down. That's Pablo. Pablo, right? And then versus lefties, Minnesota, they're a little bit better than they was last year, man. Minnesota, ooh, they middle of the pack. So that's why his strikeout sitting at 5.5 with 126 WRC plus. So they hitting. They are hitting though. They are hitting as of late. They are hitting. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. So let's see. Pablo Lopez. So his strikeout proportion is 7.5 right now. He hasn't hit this number this season. He has not. So take it with a grain of salt. Okay. His outs prop. He's only hit that number twice at 17.5. He's faced Kansas City. Cleveland's a tough matchup. Detroit. Baltimore's a tough matchup, and the Chicago White Sox got to him. So if you can't trust them, you can't trust them. I can see instances where you just can't trust them. And no one's first inning candidate right here, though, for sure. No one's first inning candidate here. All right. Next game here is going to be so the Philadelphia Phillies game. I only got one thing for that, and that's Trey Turner, right? So I was looking at Trey Turner, right? I was looking at Trey Turner's numbers here, and we can. I'll show you how I got up on him, right? I'll show you how I got up on him. Just I know Trey Turner's pretty hot. Looking at the pitch mix, comparing the pitchers, comparing the batters, and getting it in, right? Michael King. As of right now, Michael King, he's been like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? If you play fancy, he would be a GPP option for me, right? Because he's all over the place. So versus righties right now, he is pitching. He's tossing that four seamer, that sinker, sweeper, and changeup, right? So yeah, that sinker is getting hit, but he continuously throws it. He's got 4 home runs off that sinker. They done been fucking that sinker up. 1,000. He's still continuing to throw it. Okay, so let's see what Trey Turner is doing, right? Michael King is a righty, right? This is gonna be a righty matchup. Trey Turner. It's going to be a righty matchup here. We are going to see what the deal is. I want to look at that sinker right away. So that sinker, right? Trey Turner is batting 381 against that motherfucker. And he if he continuously keep throwing that, this is the picture right here. He continuously keep throwing that motherfucker. He gonna grab a hold of that motherfucker. He gonna grab a hold of. The pitcher's got a 3.68 batting average on that sinker. Trey Turner's got a 3.81 batting average on that sinker. Now that four seam fastball, Trey Turner's got a 3.25 batting average on that. 3.34 expected batting average with 6.19 slugging on that four seamer. The pitcher for that four seamer, he's pitching it good. He's pitching it good, bro. He's got a 133 batting average on it. That's the highest pitch he's thrown. That's gonna be a chess match right there. He gonna test him. He gonna test him with that. He gonna test him. He gonna try him. He gonna try him, bro. He gonna try him. Trey Turner liable to knock the shit out that motherfucker. The sweeper, he's throwing that sweeper pretty good too. So that sweeper and that changeup. He throwing that sweeper, that changeup, and that four seamer pretty good. That sinker though, he want to throw it, but they keep tagging it. That's his worst pitch. So the sweeper and the changeup, what's Trey doing versus the sweeper? So he only got like five plate appearances or 5 chances, whatever that is, versus that sleeper. a sweeper, and that's 5. He's plus 5. He's batting average 500 against it, but it is what it is. It's too small of a sample size. What about last year? Last year he was only hitting that motherfucker at a 147 clip batting average. No, what was else? Was it a changeup? Don't tell me it was a changeup. So was it a changeup? Yeah. He's not throwing that changeup that much, only 12% of the time. But if he does go to that changeup, Trey Turner is liable to tattoo that as well. So Trey Turner, small sample size, though, very small sample size, but 429 batting average against that. He's gonna like to see that coming too. So advantage, I don't know. I don't know who you get advantage to. You might get advantage to pitcher. I'm probably gonna take him for at least a hit and see what happens. But it is what it is, man. Just a little way how I match things up. You know what I'm saying? Just show you guys how I match things up. Shit like that. So Trey Turner for that game. Uh, Arizona Diamondbacks and the Seattle Mariners here. I'm looking at Logan Gilbert here. Kirby went over there yesterday. Kirby went in there and showed out. I know they want to get their lick back. Seattle probably want to get their lick back, but I'm still looking at Kirby here. I'm looking at Kirby's outs or strikeouts. I think I'm leaning to his outs a little bit more though. I think I'm leaning towards his outs a little bit more. I just rarely target him for strikeouts, man. But he's been striking people out as of late, and I can't take that from him. I can show you guys some numbers. He's been striking folks out. I can't take that from him. So right now, Logan Gilbert, the outs prop sitting at 17.5. He's hit that in every game except for one. And then he's got 7 strikeouts or better in 3 games. He's got 6 or better in all the games. And then he has 7 strikeouts in 3 of those games. And his strikeout prop was sitting at 7.5. 6.5. Good morning, Pat. I had a good night with a sweep on prospects. I had more exposure on the Nuggets versus the Lakers game. How's everyone doing? I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing fine. So strong lean to the over outs for him and pitching outs. And I couldn't talk off his strikeouts if you wanted to get to him. Only reason I ain't going to his strikeouts, and I'm kind of skeptical about his outs, and it's going to be a lean because versus right-hand pitching. But this Arizona team can be anemic sometimes. So versus right-hand pitching, Arizona's strikeout rate they down there, man. At 20%. So they like. They down there, man. They pretty good at not striking out. And then Arizona, no. And then AWRC plus is 83. So get back to KD Woods gonna beat their ass today. Don said they're gonna beat their ass today. So I lean towards the over on outs. It is what it is. It's a lean. I couldn't talk. It ain't even 17.5. It's 16.5. So, hey, it can be done. We'll see. Last game on the docket here was my Chicago Cubs at Boston Red Sox. Boy, they beat the shit out of us yesterday. 17, 18, 19, 20-0, some shit like that. They beat our ass. Either way it go, I think you got to look at. I think you got to look at the strikeouts here, man. I think you look at the strikeouts for Tanner Houck at 5.5. I got interest there. I got real interest there. Tanner Houck, he's got decent case stuff. The Chicago Cubs, we've shown the ability to strike out. on the season here. He's 3 of 5 to this number. So he has upside on that 5.5 if you want to look at it. Chicago Cubs versus right hand. How is a righty or a lefty? How is a righty? So my Cubs versus right hand pitching, they're around the middle of the pack right now. They're 12 for striking out, but 23.3%, right? So it's creeping up. That's on the season. How about lately, though? What about the last 7 days? How have they been striking out since then? Chicago Cubs, they moved up to 9th at 24.6%. WRC plus one moved up about 5, but they still, the strikeout rate has went up a little bit higher. Now they're in the top 10 in the last 7 days, right? So if you want to take a look at the top 10 strikeout candidates in the last 7 days versus right-hand pitching, Oakland number 1, Seattle number 2, Cincinnati number 3, Milwaukee number 4, Angels number 5, White Sox number 6, Colorado number 7, Atlanta number 8, Chicago number 9, Detroit number 10. Now, back to where we were. I do got to lean towards the over strikeouts for Tanner Houck. You could also look at his outs prop. His outs prop sitting at 17.5. He's hit this number in 4 of his last 5 games. So you have to weigh your options if you want to take a bet like this. You can say, hey, I think he get his Ks. I think he get his strikeouts. Which one? You got to decipher unless you want to take them both. You can take them both on some of these books, but you got to decipher. You got to decipher which way you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Got to decipher which way you want to go. I don't know which way I want to go with this one here. I really love the bet pitching outs. I really do. In a sense like this, I can see myself betting both. You know what I'm saying? So, is bats from this game? I didn't even stress it, right? I didn't even try to pick my brain. I know Rafael Devers is always in play. I didn't even try to pick my brain, though, try to find out bats. So a quick overview here of what I've got here. And I didn't give you guys the full list of this one, but I'll give you guys the full list of this one right now. So first inning, no runs, first inning candidates, Kansas City Royals, Detroit, Washington, Miami, Tampa Bay, and Chicago, Pittsburgh Pirates, San Francisco, Minnesota, and Los Angeles, and Arizona and Seattle. Those are my no runs first inning candidates. I usually go on FanDuel and just bet the ties. When they parlay pieces, I just go on FanDuel and just bet the tie. You know what I'm saying? Because you might get lucky. If you lose it, you might get lucky and one guy hit a home run, or when it's one team score and then the other team come back and score, you still hit the tie, right? So that's one thing. And I do take under 1.5 runs. I bet those too in the first inning. Under 1.5 runs. I'll take like 3 of those and that would be like plus money. So next thing here we was looking at here was outs, right? So Skubal, he's a candidate. Walker is a candidate. Jones, probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite candidate, 16.5 outs. Lopez is a candidate, 17.5. Detmers is a candidate, 17.5. Logan Gilbert, it was 16.5, wasn't it? This shit is up to 17.5 at -170. I must have misread that. Dane Dunning is a candidate as well. Don't know if I'll get to him. Strikeouts, let's see. The strikeout candidates, Ben Lively, his strikeouts went up. It opened up at 3.5. I don't know how I feel about that 4.5 going up against Boston, Atlanta. Even though it could work, but I don't know how I feel. Tariq Skubal, he's a really good pitcher, man. He's a really good pitcher. It's a possibility he can get there. It's a tough matchup, but he got the ability to smash this. Dane Dunning going up against Cincinnati Reds, the third most strikeout team in the league. He's got 7 strikeouts in 3 of his games that he's pitched this season already. Couldn't talk you off of that if you wanted to get there. Probably my favorite one right here, Jared Jones. He's got 7 Ks or better in every game this year. Pablo Lopez has the ability. If you want to take this, I would take it on FanDuel. You got like a plus 122 there. Reed Detmers, going up against the Minnesota Twins. He has the ability to hit that. Don't know if I'm going to get there. Don't know. Because Minnesota, I just looked at it. They've been hitting pretty good lately. Bats. Not Austin Riley. Where did he come from? It was supposed to be Olsen. And Ozuna. So teams like these guys, man, you can't even. Teams like, man, I'm tired. I've been up all night, man. Teams like these guys, you can't even. I mean, it's the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? It's the Braves. Like, what the fuck? But I'm telling you, my favorite one of these 3 is going to be Michael Harris. If he's in a lineup, then he's in a lineup. It's important for you guys playing on FanDuel to make sure some of these guys are in the lineup before you put them in there. Olsen, in the model, he finished at the top. Ozuna is an honorable mention because he's that dude. Now, Harris, I love those numbers for Harris though, man. Man, I'm tired as hell, man. I've been up since I work overnight, man. So I've been woo-wee. All right, so then Brandon Nemo. He's a guy that I would look to for a hit. Wilson Contreras. I like him for a hit all the way up to a home run. Riley Adams. If he gets a hold to that fastball, you can kiss that motherfucker goodbye. He's a wild card. You know what I'm saying? Ego, what's up, my friend? What's up, Ego? Throwbacks, what's happening? Juan Soto. You can look at him for a walk. You can look at him for a hit all the way up to a home run. Trey Turner. He got a 50-50 shot to take this motherfucker deep. I'm telling you this right now. He got a 50-50 shot. Now that I think about it, we was looking at the pitch mixes, and I think the pitcher might have the advantage, but Trey Turner, they look good. That should be a good matchup. That should be a good matchup right there, right? And that sums it up right there. So what do we got here? Any bets you like today? In DFS, I've been getting my ass kicked lately. I have to find the games to stack. Okay, stacks. Dodgers. Some cheaper stacks. I'm gonna look in 1 second. Yes, Timberwolves your best bet. Fade Miami and White Sox still. No runs first inning for that one. No runs first inning for that one. I want to take the no runs first inning for that one. That's about it. I can see instances where that game goes under, that White Sox game. Throwbacks, what's happening? Igor, what's the deal? What's up? Damn, I get the night shift. I get your rest. Yeah, I'm finna be out. I'm finna be fucking knocked the fuck out. Chat. Let's get up. Yes, sir, for sure. Let me take a quick look at something real quick, man. Take a quick look at these bats so I can see. For DFS, this Atlanta, Cleveland Guardians sneaky. This Miami game can get stacked up. Really, can really get stacked up, and this game could go under the radar. These Cardinals. these Cardinals can be sneaky. It's a matter of time before these Cardinals pop out versus these lefties, man. They got it in them. They got it in them. Detroit and Kansas City. I don't know, man. This White Sox game is over under 8.5. So if you want to stack that, it's a sneaky stack. Yankees, Cincinnati. These lefties in Cincinnati could be a stack. Mm, mm, that's it for me. Top two pitchers. That's my last question. Top two pitchers. Top two pitchers. Top two pitchers. We're gonna look at It's a multitude of things to factor in that. If you talk about DFS, I need to see some. I need to see some. I need to see some prices. Let me see. Let me see. I know how to do that. Let's see. Oh, they want me to log in and all that shit. I ain't finna log in. Top two pitchers. I'll just give you the top two. Top two pitchers would be top two pitchers for DFS. For DFS, top two pitchers for DFS. Let's see. Top two pitchers for DFS. I would say Jones. Damn. Damn. I wonder how much Tanner Houck is. Oh shit, I need to plug this motherfucker up. Supposed to been plugged this motherfucker up. I don't remember, man. I mean, Jones and it's a lot of pitches, man. It's a lot of pitches, man. Fuck. Won't be nobody coming from these early games. Dunning. Sneaky. Don't know what his price is. Lopez. I know Lopez up there though. I think you gotta look at Lopez. I don't know. What's his splits like, man? Let me see something. Pablo Lopez splits. What is his splits? How is he on the road? So this year he pitching a little bit better on the road. His K percentage, 25 and 29 on the road. Damn. On the road versus lefties and righties, it goes up to 30%. This is small sample size though. So I ain't even gonna look at that. Let's look at last year. Dunning 6,800. He got strikeout upside. If them bats come to back him up, then it'll be some shit. So let's see, what is his K percentage from last year? Versus lefties 25.6 versus righties 33. Away 28% on the road versus lefties 26.8 on the road versus righties. Okay, it is what it is. I don't know. Probably him. Probably Pablo. Probably Pablo and Jones. But it's too many pictures. I can't even pinpoint it, man. It's a good day to pitch some pictures. Yeah, it's a good day. Pitchers who I think you could. So I'm gonna get out of here after this. So I'm gonna tell you this right here. Scuba, right, going up against this Kansas City Royals team. For my people who betting on these pitchers, his strikeouts is at 6.5, 5.5. He does have 8 strikeout upside. It's just a matchup, right? Some guys that's like 5.5 range that you could probably find some value in laddering them or something like that. You could look at they ain't done it all. His shit already 6.5. I think Jones got 2 games with 10 Ks this year. Um, Detmers. If you just think Detmers can get them Ks, his Ks is sitting at 5.5. He's got 8 or 9 K upside when he wants. Although Minnesota is hitting lefties good right now too, so keep that in mind. And Tanner Houck, his K is sitting at 5.5. He has upside on his strikeouts where he can get 7 or 8 Ks. Okay. With that being said, it's a wrap, fam. It is a wrap. It's a wrap. Tomorrow I gotta go to motherfucking first shift, man. So I gotta do some training on first shift. I know for 1 week. I don't know if it's for 2 weeks, but I'll probably do a video when I come in, you know, something, and it'll probably, if it's not a live, it'll be a record. So if you got the YouTube or whatever, just turn your notifications on, and it's a wrap, man. But good luck today, man. Good luck. Give y'all what I got, man. Do want to see everybody eat. And peace, man. Appreciate it. I'm out.